So here you are, stuck at home with arguably too much time on your hands. So you think, what have I been putting off recently? And looking over your to-do list, and skipping all the boring stuff like doing your laundry or paying taxes, you finally decide it's time to watch Berserk. Which version should you watch? Well, you're not even sure if you'll like it, so you pick the movies on Netflix and... Oy. Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror and think, man, that guy is just way too happy? If you do, this movie's perfect for you. The first movie, Berserk, The Egg of the King, is arguably one of the best anime/manga movies I've ever seen. It's definitely not a happy movie by any stretch of the imagination, but following Guts, Griffith, and Casca through this film was seriously a solid experience. About 3/4 of the way through the movie, something happens that shows you, much like Game of Thrones, which the series is often compared to, nothing is off the table. You aren't going to be happy at the end of this series. Now it's at this part of the trilogy where you have to make a decision. If anything in this movie was too intense for you, stop right now. But if you hate happiness, or are of the mindset that it can't get too much worse, like I was, then let Netflix autoplay you to the next movie, Berserk 2, The Battle for Doldry. The second film in the trilogy is essentially just more of the good stuff from the first film. Great action, and some solid development in the main cast and their relationships with each other. However, there is a pretty large twist in this one that sets up much of the events in the third movie, Berserk 3, The Advent, or as I like to call it, seriously, what the f***? Who the f*** wrote this? Whoever it was is seriously a f***ed up person who needs to be taken out by the Sybil system. The movie. 3. No, seriously, this movie contains some of the worst, most deplorable, gruesome things I have ever seen. I am genuinely emotionally less fulfilled having seen this movie. I'm not even sure how good or bad the plot of this movie is because I simply was too distracted by seeing some of the horrible things that happen in this movie on the back of my eyelids every time I blinked. You ever watch a scary movie at night when you were a kid, then head on over to Nickelodeon before bed so you can cleanse your brain? Well, get ready to relive senior year all over again because this movie is f***ed. It's not really scary, it's just so demented. Maybe it's just me, but I found this one seriously hard to get through. Maybe it's because I would give up nuclear launch codes at the sight of pliers in the hands of a Russian man, or maybe it's because of a certain other scene which you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, and will need to take a quick bath in holy water to recover from. Overall, to answer the titular question of this video, I would say yes and no. Yes, if you like dark medieval time style action anime, but no, if you're like me and are generally just trying to be, happy? Is it semi-realistic? Yes. Is it soul-crushing? Also yes. I personally don't watch anime for realism or having my soul crushed. I don't necessarily regret watching these films, so I'd have to say it really just depends on you and if you value amazing action and animation despite some iffy CGI, or your long-term emotional state.